Hello, everybody, and welcome to Church at Home with Rachel for Feel Good Friday on Friday, the 22nd of August, I believe it is. I am in the PAW this weekend, and so I'm recording this early, of course. And today is the beginning of the Henry Budd College of Ministry 45th anniversary. So I am excited to be where I am, and that's perfect because today I would like to talk to you about a quote I have taken from Gandalf from the Lord of the Rings trilogy from JRR Tolkien. Now, for those of you who are huge like JRR Tolkien fans and Lord of the Rings junkies, I'm going to shock your system and say, not a big, huge fan of Lord of the Rings. Don't dislike it, just have never read it before. Had to read The Hobbit in grade 10. I don't think I finished reading it. It's one of those, one of those pick which one you're going to really do well, and I didn't do that well at all. But I've watched the movies a thousand times because Rob is a big fan. But I do appreciate Tolkien, and I do appreciate the incredible theology and storytelling and everything that he has in his stories. I just haven't had the time. It's a one of those bucket list things, maybe for retirement. I own the trilogy. I own many of his books, and I'm going to sit down and read them. Just not yet. It's a little too in depth. Oh, there's too many people, too many um, dialects and things that for my brain at the moment. I've got other things to read. However, I came across this quote from Gandalf. All we have to do is decide what to do with the time we find ourselves in. All we have to do is decide what to do with the time we find ourselves in. I love that, especially for this weekend, because this weekend I have a chock full, like right to the top of my mixing metaphors, chock full, brimful cup of all the things I'm doing at Henry Budd and enjoying and meeting new people and seeing people I haven't seen in a little while and getting an opportunity to just be present with no other things. There's some things I am scheduled to do on the agenda, most of which I don't know how to do, but I will learn as I go. That's what I'm learning about being a bishop, and especially from Sacred Circle, learning that in the moment, you give what you can, give what you have, and allow the Holy Spirit, just trusting enough that the Holy Spirit will come in, and what you give, the Holy Spirit will top up. If you only have this much to give, then there's this much room for the Holy Spirit to do her work. So that's what I'm counting on this weekend. But I'm also not doing a whole lot of work. I got a little bit to do in the hotel room, but for the most part, because I'm on my own, I have lots of time to just be and to be present with people and have conversations that will go where the conversations will go, and to really listen to this from Gandalf, from J.R.R. Tolkien. All we have to do is decide what to do with the time we find ourselves in. I think that's a really feel good sentence because the truth is, it's what we have to do, period. We have no choice, really. But we have a choice. Choose what to do. What else can you do with the time you find yourself in? If you're stuck in a dentist's office waiting room or a doctor's office or waiting for your car rotation, your tire or something, what else can you do? Well, with our cell phones and stuff, we can do work, we can check emails, we can Facebook, or we could simply not. We can accept that at this time, like for instance, if I'm at the dentist office, chances are I'm waiting for my appointment to come up. So I'm not going to dive into work. I'm not going to open up emails that need my focus and my attention. I have, I'm probably at the dentist office. If I'm there, I'm probably more concerned about what they're going to do to me. I'm a coward about dentists. Um, and that's okay to be a coward. If you're a coward, well, then we'll be in this together, sister or brother, or sibling. We'll be cowards for dentistry together. But the idea being that where we are in that moment, we look around and we can see, what is it that I can do? What work can I do? What relaxation can I do? Can I pray? Can I talk to somebody else? Can I help somebody else who looks like they're nervous and help them calm down and maybe calm down myself? We can only decide what we're going to do in this moment. Worrying about tomorrow, worrying about the next moment, worrying about the dentist chair, what's going to happen in 5 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever it might be, those are things we can't do anything about, and they waste our time. Worrying about things does, It screws with our heads and it gives us ulcers and things like that. That's not a smart thing to do. Thinking about tomorrow, thinking about those things like that, like post notes. Y'all know if you watch me for a while, you know I have post notes. They keep me focused on what I need to do. And that this is actually a form of keeping me from worrying, because when I think of something, when I think, oh my heavens, I got to do this or that or whatever, I grab my post-it notes and I write it down. There you go. And I put it where it needs to be. Is that a this afternoon job? Is it a next week job? Is it something I'm going to have to do in September and I just don't want to forget about it, because that can happen. I write it down and then I put it in my binder for the right day of the month and the right month if it's not that month yet, so that when the time comes, I won't forget. I don't have to worry. It's right there. But right now, it doesn't have to be dealt with. For instance, right now, I am recording Friday's Church at Home with Rachel. There is nothing else I need to do in this moment. So I invite you to think about that. All we have to do is decide what to do with the time we find ourselves in. If you find yourselves in a time of difficulty, and there's no way you can get yourself out of that difficulty, then take that time that you're in it to pray, to ask God to help you to be calm, to have the presence of mind to ask the right questions or do the right things, to wait, not to anticipate, but to wait, to sit and be calm and trust, even when it feels difficult, to do your ohms, om, whatever it does. Maybe you do play solitaire on your phone, if that's what it takes for you in the difficult moment to clear your mind and not worry, to just be. All we have to do is to decide what to do with the time we find ourselves in. There will be time in an hour to do the next thing or tomorrow to do that thing. But in this very moment, all we can do is what is in front of us, or what we can get up and do, find to do. If you, in this moment, if you decide you're sitting in your kitchen, you have time to bake bread, then go bake bread. In this moment, if you're sitting at a red light and you don't know how to take, turn your radio on and find a good radio station and sing, roll up the windows and sing your heart out. Sing like nobody's listening. And then just laugh when everybody who's driving by looks at you like they're crazy. That's okay. It's okay to be crazy. It's okay to make a fool of yourself. Who cares? You shouldn't. We need to learn to just take the time that is here right now and accept it as a gift. Or even if it doesn't feel like a gift, even if it's a time of waiting and anxiety, to take that as recognition that this is just this moment and it will pass. I can get through this moment. Or to get through this moment, I will pray, I will sing, I will call a friend, I will read a book, I will write a book, I will write a song, I'll play drums on my steering wheel. Whatever it is you need to do in this moment. Which takes me to another thing that's a similar thing. At the end of the day, there's a prayer, and I know it's written in one of the prayer books that we have, but I give credit where credit is due here. There's two people I remember this at 2 points in my life: Bishop Sandra Fife from Nova Scotia and Bishop John Watton from Central Newfoundland. Both posted different times, different years, a prayer on their Facebook that stated something like this: "The day is done. What has been done has been done. What has not been done has not been done." There's more to it than that, but that was pretty profound to recognize that if I'm worrying about things that I did or didn't do, I can't change the things I have done, and it's too late in the day to go and do the things that I didn't do. It will still be there tomorrow. The consequences of what I did, something I have done, they'll still be there tomorrow. And whatever it is I left undone, the consequences of having left it undone, that'll be there tomorrow as well. But right now, in this moment, the end of the day, there is only time for rest. I cannot change what has been done. I cannot do what has been left undone right now. And worrying the night away won't help. At the end of the day, the best thing to do is get rest. To pray and to say to God, I give you these things. I give you the things that I have done. And I give to you the things I have left undone. And when I wake in the morning, please feel free to give back to me those things that you determine I need to deal with. The consequences, if need be, of the things I did, and those things that I left undone that truly need to be done. But right now, I lay them at your feet and I go to sleep. Gandalf said, all we have to do is decide what to do with the time we find ourselves in. It's a choice, folks. We have the choice to be patient or to be frustrated. We have the choice to be happy or to be sad. We have the choice to be calm or frantic. It's a choice. It may not always be an easy choice, but generally speaking, when we make the right choice, even if it's hard to deal with, we'll figure out how to deal with it well. Have a great weekend, and I pray that you will make good decisions about what to do with the time you find yourself in this weekend. I will see you Sunday for Gospel on the Go, and I will see you Monday for Church and Home with Rachel. God bless. Take care.